What up guys, welcome back to another legit checking guide by your boy Beto's Kicks, and today we're going to be taking a look at the retail versus the top tier currently in the market from when you are watching this video. It might not be the most up-to-date version if you're watching this 6 months down the road, a year, or 2 years down the road. Just take that into account, but still the same guide references will be there for you guys. So again, we're doing the comparison of the retail versus the top tier. Why do a lower end batch when we all know what the flaws are? Well, most of us that are really doing our research know about that. So we're going to go ahead today and really get in depth in video and are really up close and personal with these sneakers to help you know what to look for if you are buying these in the secondary market. Most of us know these are kind of very hard to get. So more than likely people are going the resale, paying resale route for these. So if you are, hopefully this video helps you and guides you through what to look for when you are doing local meetups or you are buying these in the secondary market versus on platforms and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's get up close and let's go. Let's go ahead and first start with the boxes, the most important thing that you're going to more than likely first see when you are buying these out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the labels now. The top is actually the retail, the bottom is actually the top tier replica. The top one did not come with a MSRP suggested retail price, and I got that from the sneakers app. I hit on that and I will show the information up here. This one right here, this particular one is I usually don't like to say what kind of batches or which factory they're from, but this one is particularly from LJR. I will disclose that for you guys now here. Top replica currently in the market. There is a little bit of a difference in the red, not by much, but you can see it there. The red on the retail is just a tad bit lighter. The red on the replica is a little bit darker on the boxes. Besides that, the labels are pretty much the same. This particular one did come with the QR code and the RFID chip, just like the retail. Now I haven't removed this label. I probably will after this video just to see what it looks like. Again, I haven't removed the label on my retail, which I probably won't remove it to be honest with you. So that might not even matter. Besides that, the boxes are almost the same, but again, the top being the retail and the replica being the bottom, it is a little bit shorter. Not by much, but it is a little bit shorter. Rep box is just a tad bit shorter than the retail box, but not by much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lids. Here is the top of the lids. This is the retail. The one down at the right is the replica. As you can see, there's a little bit of a difference in red, but not by much. The box lid on these are both size 12. The box lid on the authentic, again, is a little bit longer. Let's take a look on the back side of the boxes, the inside. Alrighty, here are the inside of the boxes. This is the retail pair. As you can see, the inside of the cardboard is actually a little bit lighter versus the replica is a little bit darker. They both do have their stamps. As you can see that right underneath the swoosh there. The replica is a little bit more faded and kind of dulled out. Also, to another thing you can do, as you can see that the scratches, you can actually scratch it with your nail, and if you see that residue, like you see it right over here, that is because the cardboard box is the replica. They use some type of different finish to the cardboard. I mean, it might not be nothing too crazy, but it is, you know, something to kind of help you guys out. And on the authentic, as you can see, scratch it, you actually don't get that on the box. This is the inside of the authentic box. As you can see, no stamps, no QC stickers, and no YDN on the sides of the inner box. This is the replica inside of the box. As you can see, it has a 1’s sticker there at the end. No QC or quality control stamps or stickers, as you can see that. Here is an up close of the 1’s sticker. As you can see that there is no lines perforating or going through the sticker. That's usually a tall tale sign of a replica. The factories for some reason haven't figured that out yet. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and look at one of your other pairs of retail pairs that you personally picked up from store, and you'll see little like ghost lines going through it, many different lines, and that's how you could tell usually that it is a retail. This is a tissue paper retail rep. Not much of a difference. They're pretty much about the same. The replica lines that go through it are a little bit more defined versus the retail, but nothing too crazy on the tissue paper. Alrighty, now time to get to the sneakers. Now for this portion of the video, if you're watching this here on a Premiere Live, or if you're watching it later on down the road, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit interactive with you guys on the chat right now, okay, or in the comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and show you back to back the retail and the replica next to each other, and I want to see if you guys get this right. Let's go ahead and get a little bit interactive. I want you guys to comment down below which one is the replica. Is it the left or the right? We're going to go ahead and do a little side-by-side comparisons real quick, and I want to see if you guys can get it right. After that, I'm going to go ahead and actually put what they are. Okay, let's go. Alright, so how did you guys think you did? Let's see. So, drum roll please. Alright man, retail is actually on the left and replica is on the right. Did you guys guess it wrong, man? Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Just off of looks, you know. Did you guys guess it right? It's okay if you didn't have an answer. There's no wrong answers. Again, this is a learning lesson for everybody. And we're here to learn, to make sure you know what you're buying and to not get got out there in the market. Now let's go ahead and do the comparison real up close in detail. Let's get it. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and start off with the toe boxes. The colors are very close. The retail is just a light bit darker on camera, as you can see. And the rep is just a little lighter, but not by much, man. They're very close. It's kind of hard to tell. Depends on your lighting, right? The holes and the perforations are the same. Some of the early fakes had actually smaller holes. They were a lot more tinier. So make sure you take that into account. Besides that, the shape and everything is pretty much on par, as you can see. Now there is a difference actually when you rub across it with your finger. The retail is a lot more smoother, right? The replica feels a little bit more tougher. It's not as smooth. The surface finish on the patent leather is not as smooth as the retail pair, so take that into account. Next up, we're looking at the swooshes. The cuts on the leather, patent leather on both retail and rep are pretty much the same exact thing. The finish at the edge is a little black piping. It's black on the inside with a little hint of a white film on it, as you can see on the edges there. But they are pretty much exactly the same. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the shoes. As you can see, this is actually the replica, and the retail is this one here. Actually, the fake sits a little higher from here to here, and actually from here to here. As you can see that from this demonstration of where the pen drops. And then we sit here, it's just a little bit taller. From here, it's about the same. You see? There it's the same, and actually the front of this one here sits a couple of centimeters, not by much, taller than this one here. And that kind of happens a lot sometimes when they're in the stage of putting the last to the soles and stuff like that. For some reason, some of the molds that they use or lasts are a little bit taller than. You can notice now the difference in the color if you didn't notice it. You see, again, it depends on different lighting and stuff, but this is a little bit darker. This is again the rep, and this is the retail. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Wings logo. The Wings logo on the replica is right here. Take a look at that, and also take a look at the trademark difference there, and opposed to the retail, which is back here. The wings are a little bit more defined, and the trademark is a little bit more cleaner as opposed to the replica there. That's kind of a tad bit more sloppy versus again the authentic that is back here. Right, next we're looking at the soles. The retail is on top and the replica is on the bottom. As you could tell, the rep actually sole is a little bit more darker in tones of color, and the retail is a little bit more lighter. So that might be a factor to take a look at. Again, maybe by the time you're watching this video, that has changed. You know, these factories always keep updating these shoes, so take that into account. Next, we're taking a look at the tongues and the tongue tags. This is the retail. Again, it's a little bit more lighter versus the replica. It's a little bit more darker. Also, too, take a look at the distance between here and here, and here and here, and also to this here versus the authentic this here. Again, sometimes different factories will have that fixed, so that might not be an issue. Alrighty, now we are on the back of the tongues. This is the replica here, and the retail tag is right here. As you can see, there's a difference between the stitching here, where there's nothing else left here, versus the authentic. There's a little bit of little thing down below here, and then the stitching line, and then there actually is a number here, and there actually a number in the bottom of the replica too also. Alrighty, next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the sock liner, the family text print. This is again the replica, and as you can see, you also have a lot of red stitching exposed throughout the inner part here and along the collar here. Take a look at the distance between this here seam here and where the placement of the family is located. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the authentic. That is the family stitching, very nice and clean. Again, look at the difference between there and there. Also a little bit of red stitching, not much as you can see, but look, it's a lot more, sits a lot more closer, sits right above here. This is again a size 12. That difference in distance might vary from size to size, so just take that into account. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the authentic Jumpman. Now, we actually reversed it here to show you something you guys could spot it already. On the back of the Jumpman, when you flip it over, it actually has a molding line going across it, his arm there and his body, and on his other arm right in front of his face, you can see that there. Hopefully you guys are able to spot it right there. Alright, here is the replica. As you can see that there is no type of lines going across it. You see, there is no lines. Maybe by the time you're watching this, they might have fixed that already. That's just something I thought was very important and no one else was talking about it yet. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the shoe trees and the insoles. So this is the authentic shoe tree. You can see it right there. It does have the die cut sock liner on the inner part of it. You see right there. The replica actually did not come with the die sock cut liner, but that's just a minor update that they do. They definitely will have that by now. That's not a big difference. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the authentic insole. The replica resole sole is right over on the right there. You see the reds are different. The replica is a lot more brighter. The authentic is more of a maroon red on the inside. Okay, there is a little bit of a difference in color, and also on the glue print. This is the replica and the other one is the authentic. You see the replica is a little bit of a darker blue versus the authentic is a little bit of a lighter shade blue. And also the glue marks are a little bit different in terms of the contact glue that they use. Glue marks on the replica go all the way up to the shark teeth there, and the authentic, as you can see, does not go all the way up. It actually sits a little bit more lower, and it looks like that's a big difference to take a look at. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the authentic on the inside in terms of build and craftsmanship. As you can see that there below, this is what it looks like. Okay, you see the sticker. Now there is 2 holes right down there, and there's actually 2 more back there. You guys see it right there. Bam, bam. So there's 4 little small holes in it. You can see 2 down here and 2 right back there, and that's what the tag looks like on the retail. Factory is XC, as you can see from there. That is the factory that's manufacturing these men pairs. I'm not sure about overseas, but in the terms of US, we are getting the XC factory badge. Okay, now here is the replica. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at their quality built. Let's see what they got going on. Okay, I'll take a look. Also 2 little small holes there, and they actually do have the other 2 holes, which are back in there. I know it's kind of dark, but there is 2 back there, and then of course 2 there, so they do have the 4 holes, just like the authentic. There is the size tag labeled. This is the replica, also comes from supposedly XC. That's actually more than located tag. Production dates will be labeled on the side there for you guys if you cannot see that clearly. Hopefully this will help you out. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the lace bags. This is being the authentic. Not much of a gap there between that there. Nice and tight airlock lace bag, as you can see. This is the back side of the lace bag. Right. This is the replica now. As you can see that there, big difference in the gap from there to there. Also too, a little bit more loose, the bag. This is the other back side. Again, a big difference in the gap there, a bigger hole from it being pulled. Also too, the little lines here are a little bit different compared to the authentic. This is a big flaw, so take a look at that. But again, down the road, more than likely these are going to be alrighty guys, and we're almost done, man. Almost done. I know, my bad, it's a little long, but let's go ahead and tell one more thing. This is the authentic. As you can see out there, there is a little bit of a rock to it, right on a flat surface. There's a little bit of a rock forward and back, and on the replica it actually sits more flat and there's no rocking. So, you know, take that for what it is. Besides that, they are very close. Besides the small flaws that we saw, the bottom sole color, the tag on the back of the Jumpman, the family text and placement, the production dates, the insoles, the shoe trees, the tongue, what else? The feel of the patent leather on the authentic versus the fake. Those small little shades of differences in color, the box color, the size of the box, and yeah, that's pretty much about it, guys. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. I'm sorry again if it was a little bit long, but I like to get really in detail, in depth in these type of videos, again, to help those that are shopping in the secondary market, what to look for. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up, please, and you know, support the channel, support people that do these real versus fakes that are you know, we're telling you guys what it is. We're putting it in front of the camera for you guys, and you guys are seeing it just as we are. We're helping educate people and inform people, and if you feel that was something to help you, you know, go ahead and support the channel. The link is down below in the description. Honestly, it really helps out. It shows that what we're doing here is something positive, and we're trying to help out the community, so folks do not get scammed, because there is a lot of scammers out there, and I'm pretty sure these are going to be flooding the market pretty soon, because if you guys know, the retail aftermarket resale price on these is actually pretty high, and it's going to keep climbing. These were very hard to get. So yeah, man, with that being said, I will see you guys to the next video. It's your boy Bet Those Kicks. Make sure you follow me down below if you love the content. Hopefully I can bring you guys more of these videos, and I will see you guys to the next one. Peace.